Peace, peace, peace. Welcome to the channel, Aqua Gang. I am A-Tone. This is A-Tone Tarot. You are tuned in for the topic of how do your coworkers truly feel about you? I know what they say to your face, but let's find out what they talking about when you ain't around. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for my Aquarius collective. We gonna get up into your message. I'm gonna break it down with this spirit box tarot. I'm gonna pull 10 cards to see what your message is. I'm also going to pull 5 cards from the character oracle deck to find out what characteristics are operating around you in this space at work, and I'm gonna close you out with the Kipper deck, right? So without further ado, Aquarius, we are going to get into your message. If you could, please smash that like button, comment, share, and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back. If this is your first time to the channel, welcome to my channel. I just wanted to point out I am doing some things differently with the view. I got a cool background now, and you guys can see the cards. So, let me know how you feel about it, and I'll take it into consideration if we need to make some changes. All right, Aquarius, let's find out how your coworkers or the people that you get your money with, for my entrepreneurs out there, let's find out how these people truly feel about you. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for my Aquarius collective. I hope all is well, and I'm gonna get to shuffling. Let's see what's going on with my Aquarius co-workers. How do my Aquarius co-workers truly feel about them? Spirit, how do my Aquarius co-workers, colleagues, compadres, feel about them? That is way too many cards. Two more cards. Well, one more card, please, Spirit. One more card. All right, so for my Aquarius, you receive strength, the Hangman, the 4 of Coins, the 9 of Wands, the Star, the Knight of Coins in reverse, the 3 of Coins, the 6 of Coins, the Chariot, and the 2 of Coins in reverse. All right, so as it relates to how you are perceived or what people truly feel about you at work, Aquarius, they feel like you have a strong work ethic. I'll tell you that. They feel like you know your shit. Like, basically, if you come to Aquarius, you better have all your ducks in a row. Like, the Aquarius is not something, or I'm sorry, the Aquarius is not for play when it comes to work. Your coworkers see you as serious, but they also feel as though either you move slow or something in your career is moving slower than it should, right? There's a slowness, like, why is this taking so long type of energy with this Knight of Coins being in reverse. So the Knight of Coins upright is slow motion. It's better than no motion. When it's in reverse, it's like molasses in January type movement. So something is not moving, or the Aquarius doesn't move as quickly as people or the coworkers might like. And somebody has to administer some patience as it relates to the slow burn or the slow movement in relation to Aquarius. With the Strength card being here, you got the Hangman, right? That's slow motion. That's being in an uncomfortable position. It's not the ideal state, but you here. You know, that type of energy, and somebody having to be patient and remain strong despite not getting what they may deserve. And the star is Aquarius major arcana. So you are definitely seen as the star. You have a strong work ethic. You know, you are very principled as it relates to your work. You do not play. If you're going to turn in something with your name on it, it's going to be done correctly. T's dotted, I's crossed with this Four of Coins here, right? Because this Aquarius has learned a lesson or two. They're not new to this. They're true to this. This is not their first rodeo as it relates to career advancement, right? But something is moving very slow. Either for the Aquarius or the Aquarius themselves is moving very slow with this Knight of Coins in reverse. Then you got the Three of Coins here. You're like, people like working with you. I was about to say you're a joy to work with, but that's not necessarily true. Not that you're a joy, but they love working with you because they know when they partner and collaborate with you, some shit is going to get done. Right? And I say that because you got this Six of Coins here coming behind that Three of Coins with the Chariot. You know, like the point is driven home, or the thing is taken across the finish line when Aquarius is involved with a project. It's not half-assed. It's not falling to the wayside. We're going to get this thing done when Aquarius is involved. But with this Two of Coins being in reverse, it's like, again, while Aquarius may have such a strong work ethic and reputation, they're not being compensated in the way that they should. Or it's with, again, the Two of Coins is about the juggle, the hustle and the bustle, right? And with it being in reverse, that's chaos. Like, even when everything is going crazy around them, this Aquarius still gets the job done, right? It could be madness, constant change, constant drama and resistance and issues at work. But this Aquarius just remain strong and consistent and keep plugging away despite, you know, not receiving what they may deserve, or it being complete and total chaos going on around them. They still keep a real steady hand in times of issue when it comes to work. Some of my Aquarius may have to travel for work with this Chariot being here. And you may have some coworkers that are aware of you having to travel, or they want to travel with you, like car share. You know what I mean? They want to ride into work with you. They want to take that they want to take that ride with you into work in the morning because they want to pick your brain. They want to find out, how are you this steady? How are you this cool when we got all this crazy stuff going on at work? The person wants to talk to you about the craziness going on at work, outside of work. And they really feel like they can do it on a what is it? It's escaping me. I'm calling it car share, but it's carpooling. They want to carpool with you. Somebody might come to you and say, "Hey Aquarius, I know that you take this route every day and I live along this route. Do you mind picking me up and we ride in together? I'll give you gas money." Like, they're willing to contribute because they want something else. They don't want just the ride. They want to know, how did you get to where you are in your career? How did you get to a point where, even with the work going so crazy around you, you still show up without a hair out of place? You're unfazed. You're unbothered, Aquarius. You're unmoved by the chaos with the Knight of Coins in reverse. You are seen as that steady light on your team. When everybody else is concerned and they're feeling overwhelmed, they look to the Aquarius to see, well, the Aquarius don't seem stressed at all. Maybe I'm overreacting. And they take cues from your posture, right? On how you show up. I'm talking to an Aquarius collective who has a very strong work ethic. And they are very much clued in to the chaos that's going around them. But because of past experience with this Nine of Wands, they know how to keep a cool head. They know how to sustain their strength and endurance and parse it and let it be delineated out. Or I'm sorry, rationed out. That's the word I was looking for. Ration. They know how to ration out their level of concern, stress, etc. They are seen as the beacon of light on their team, as far as how to keep a cool poker face. So you are seen as someone who has a strong poker face on your team, with a very strong work ethic, a lot of wisdom, and a very solid individual. Yeah, you're like the sounding board. You're the core strength of the team, Aquarius. You know what I mean? It's basically giving, if people were to see you panic, Aquarius, then everybody's going to panic. They're like, oh shoot, if the Aquarius is concerned, I think we all should be. Because the Aquarius don't seem to let anything rock their boat. None of this scares them or freaks them out. They are good in every neighborhood. That's how the Aquarius is showing up to work every day, or at least that's how they're seen. Let's take a look at the characters around you, Aqua. What's going on with your coworkers? What are their characteristics? You looking like a smooth criminal at work. All the while, the Aquarius could have a lot of nervousness going on underneath their hood. They just not letting it be seen. That don't mean it ain't there. They just don't show up like that. All right, let's see what's up with the characteristics. One more card, please. One more card. We're going to take this one. Okay, so this is the second time, driver. Again, I might be talking to an Aquarius who works at a distance or has to travel for work. But it's a repeating theme. But anyway, you got King, spiritual seeker, betrayal, and researcher. So somebody feel like you so cool, it can't be real. They doing research on you. Like, this person is not completely honest. This Aquarius is not completely being forthright with us. They don't truly feel that way. They feel like it's some deception going on. Remember, I said all the while, underneath the hood, the Aquarius is shaking in their boots. They got a cool poker face. Like, we all got to have one. We all have fears, insecurities, doubts. We feel overwhelmed. We all feel the same feels. It's just how that shows up in some of us looks very, very different. And with my Aquarius, they're showing or being seen even by the powers that be as too cool for school. It's too cool for school. Who they praying to? Who is their spiritual advisor? Because how they got that amount of ease on their back when all this crazy stuff is going on at work. I don't understand. Like, somebody is just, it's bothering them. Like, that you are this cool and well put together Aquarius. Whenever you show up, you don't have a hair out of place. You always have the answers. You're smiling. You don't seem disgruntled, stressed, or anything of the like at all. And that may bother some people. It may ruffle a few people's feathers that you are not scattered, that you're not worried, that you're not speaking negatively. You just going about your business, and doing what you can do, no more, no less. No stress, no nothing to carry on your part. Right? I was at a loss for words there, but I'm just saying, like, this is really giving your coworkers see you as a leader. Most definitely. They love how you lead. Some are even doing some digging on like how you operate and what you get into outside of work, Aquarius. Some of them even want to know who you pray to. What are your religious beliefs? Because, maybe he or she is a Buddhist. Maybe that Aqua is a Buddhist. And that's how they able to be so cool hand Luke out here. Right? And again, like I said, with driver being here, somebody might want to be riding shotgun with you, Aquarius, because they trying to pick your brain. They want to know, like, can I ride with you? Matter of fact, I'm going to pay for gas. I'm going to pay for parking. I'm going to pack your lunch. They going to offer you a nice sweet deal to get up in that car so that they can get some one-on-one time with you to find out, how did you get this way? I want to be more like you when I grow up, Aquarius. I want to be as cool as you are, But let's see what your closing message is, Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for my Aquarius collective. Let's see how their co-workers truly feel about them. And if you haven't done so already, please smash that like button. Comment, share, and subscribe. Your girl would greatly appreciate it. As it relates to how my Aquarius co-workers truly feel about them. Yeah. So you receive main mail, and I'm reading the cards like you can't see them, right? I'm so used to doing that. But I'm going to do it anyway. Main mail, pathway, message, poverty, and courtship, right? So again, somebody with this courtship card being here wants to get close to you, and be careful, Aquarius, about giving up too much information. I always say the game is to be sold, not told. Don't give up all your techniques, right? Somebody might even want you to put it in writing. Can you write that down? Can you tell me, say that again? they ask you to say it again because they about to write down exactly verbatim what you said. And they could be like wanting to steal your whole like script and vibe. So just be mindful of how much information you share, and also be aware of the people around you at work and how much they are observing you, right? Because poverty doesn't feel like a loss of money. This feels like somebody feels less than to some degree around you, and they want to court you. They want to get close to you. They want to go on a journey with you to understand how you got to be this way. Because in comparison to you and standing up next to you, they feel broke. And this person that that you work with, that I'm referring to, or people that I'm referring to, they might even have a higher title than you. They might get more money than you, but your whole essence and character is giving leader. Forget the money. You know what I mean? And forget the title. It is the person who has the reputation and the influence that gets things done. I don't care what nobody say. So if you have a certain amount of influence and you have a reputation that speaks volumes, and you can lead with a cool hand in the midst of chaos, the actual leaders around you may not like that. They may not like that, or they're taking note of it, and they are wanting to steal your swag, Aquarius. And imitation is a form of flattery, yes, but again, be mindful of how much you give as it relates to, I wake up every day, I do a prayer meditation, I burn this, I do that, where you're running down your entire script to someone. Keep some things close to the vest in the chest, because again, the game is to be sold, not told. Say it with me. The game is to be sold, not told, meaning you need to be paying me, because it sounds like you writing a book over there with all these details that you getting from me. And I'm going to need some residuals off of that. You know what I mean? So just be mindful of that, where somebody could be flattering you and saying, oh my gosh, Aquarius, I just wish I was more like you. And I could never be that stress-free. And they're comparing themselves to you indirectly. And you don't even realize that they're trying to get up out of you information. They want information about your blueprint, Aquarius. Don't give them all the details. You don't give them all the details. So that is your message. I hope that it helps. And until next time, peace.